Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So OnePlus is rolling out a new update for OnePlus 10 Pro and I would say this is one of the worst update which I have ever used on this device. I'll tell you guys why it's so bad, but before moving, if you guys like a content and if you think it's useful for you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing to our channel. Now without wasting any more time, let's get started. So first of all, let me show you the software information. So if we go to About section, this is OxygenOS 14, like OnePlus 12 series, in which About section says OxygenOS 14, but the internal build is of OxygenOS 14.1. The same way we extracted the build of this device, which I installed. And after extraction, we notice it's not OxygenOS 14.1. The OT update which we received is based on 14.0. If you see the version is .900. And by the way, OxygenOS 14.1 for OnePlus 10 Pro will be coming next month. And this latest build comes with 5th July 2024 security patch. Many did not receive the OT update, including me, so I had to manually install. If you guys want this update file, that's in the description. There's no incremental update file, so I had to download the full zip file, which is of 6.10 GB. But right now, I won't recommend you guys to update your device to .900 version because it has a lot of issues. And as I told you guys, this is one of the worst build I have ever used. So let me show you a few of the example. And this issue I also mentioned in my previous video. You can see a lot of color shifting in the camera preview. This was the same issue on the previous build. And I also mentioned in a review video, but still OnePlus haven't fixed it. And when we clicked some photos after updating the device, I did notice HDR control isn't up to mark. The darker areas are hardly visible. I feel camera also got downgrade after this build. If you guys have already installed, share your review in the comment section. And after this build, I have also noticed a lot of frame drops even while normal usage, which wasn't the case on previous build, but this is what I have noticed on this latest build. And another major drawback of this build, and that's the battery backup. So let me show you the screen on time which I got. Actually, I installed this update day before yesterday and I'm using this device as my primary phone. I did little bit of testing. I never expected such low battery backup even with the testing. First of all, let's talk about the overnight battery drain. So you can see I kept my device idle at 1 AM in the night. That time the battery percentage was 61%, and when I woke up at 7, the battery percentage was 68. So overall 3% of battery drain. Now talking about the battery backup, so here you can see the first screen on time. If you see the graph, there's not much of heavy usage. Still, the device delivered 2 hours and 10 minutes of SOT. That time the battery percentage was 17%. You can see the applications which I have used in my first cycle. So in general, battery backup is also messed up on this latest build. And why did I test the battery backup? Because if you see the change logs, in which they did mention optimized power consumption to extend battery life. But that's not the case. I did not charge the device fully for second cycle, but I'll keep you guys posted in the comment section. But I do like the fix what they have done, which is layer 2 auto brightness, which says fix an issue wherein auto brightness might turn on automatically. And yes, this used to happen on the previous build, and after this update, I haven't encountered this issue. There's nothing much to talk about the changelogs. Let me show you the benchmark results. We'll compare it with the before and after. So here you can see these are the scores of the previous build, in which single core scores were 1634 and multi-core scores were 3787. And if you take a look at the latest scores, single cores are almost similar and multi-cores are slightly higher. And on this latest build, we also noticed device struggling a bit while performing CPU throttling test. You can also see the graph. Maximum CPU throttle 67%, average gives were 3 lakh. If you see on the previous build, that time maximum CPU had throttled 76% and average gips were also 3,12,000. And while performing CPU throttling test, the maximum temperature we noticed was around 44 degrees Celsius. In wildlife extreme stress test, stability scores were 69.4%, but there was almost 20% of battery drain, and you can see the temperature also went up to 44 degrees Celsius. And these are the scores with Antutu benchmark application. So basically, I won't be recommending anyone to update your device, which is OnePlus 10 Pro to 900 build. Wait for another build. Hopefully, we'll be getting OxygenOS 14.1 as in next update for OnePlus 10 Pro. Meanwhile, if you guys have any kind of questions, you can drop them in the comment section below. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.